Namaskar. We are welcoming in our yoga series Naveen Bhaiya. Naveen Bhaiya, we are heartily welcome. We feel so good. Thank you.
Namaste.
Namaskar, namaskar. That's so good. So, how you start your journey? Because you have just experienced is like a starting experience, starting the university first batch, yoga batch, and I think it's a more than 20 years about your yoga journey start. So, how you start your journey? Ki, what ignite your yoga fire?
Okay. First of all, thank you so much for inviting me to this Yoga Guru podcast series. Okay. And that's a good question. And for many people, the yoga journey begins in different ways. Some start yoga for the physical fitness, stress relief, or curiosity, while others are drawn to its deeper philosophical and spiritual aspects. Often, a single class, a book, or a mentor can ignite a lifelong passion for the practice. And in my case, I practiced yoga in my childhood onwards, but not deeper. And also, I don't know more about what yoga tradition and philosophy are. I have been started authentic learning, intensive practicing, and teaching yoga since 2005.
Wow.
Already that after a 12th standard, I also just thinking what I want to do, and during the time only that I hear that one news from the newspaper, and I also joined for the for the interview, and also just got uh, the appointment letter for the graduation. And that was the already you told me that that was the first, and I just
Exactly,
discussed
it's
to
so
you,
good, na?
and
First is always
that was
special. The first batch is always
Mhm.
special. So you are the special
For
one, na?
sure.
That's so good.
You know, and that's a degree in yoga, and some people are thinking, what is actually that yoga? You can study in a 3 year and for full time regular period, and that also
Exactly.
degree. And that time, people have only that know about that economics, sociology, and BCom, and like that kind of degree. And
Exactly.
that from the university giving like a graduation degree in yoga with Indian philosophy. That's completely, and some people are thinking like, okay, you are going to be in a sannyasa or something like that. You know, and especially in philosophy, and because
Exactly.
they don't know about like what is the exact one, an exact authentic one. And that was the first Kannur University course. And the name is called that Yoga with Indian Philosophy.
Hmm.
And during the time that my teacher, he's also well learned from the Bihar School of Yoga Vardi and from the
Wow.
Paramahamsa Niranjananda Shishya
Gee,
actually.
gee, gee.
And
That's so good.
he also learned from that MA yoga from the that time in BSY that MA yoga was there. And right now that BSY they're not providing like any graduation and post graduation program, and
Okay.
only that a diploma and sannyasi courses also.
Okay.
And we had a lot of sufferings from the during the UG course, because this was the first university course, and also like a affiliation problem and the
Hmm.
syllabus and everything.
Hmm.
But that Padmanabhan sir is a very authentic, and he's
Hmm.
also very perfect person, and he teaches us like a lot of authentic classical text like
Wow. Wow. Sweet.
Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Karana Sutra, Hatha Yoga Sutra, and a lot of
Great.
things out there, and
Hmm.
also some other teachers also. And the 2008, I passed out uh, that graduation, and in that time, the second course and starting like that was also that degree was a full-time course and a full-time regular course. And I also did the post-graduation and degree in
Great.
health and yoga therapy,
Wow.
that under the Calicut University. That
Hmm.
was also full-time regular course
Hmm.
from the Calicut University. and which I passed in 2011. Mm. And 2011 onwards, that I started my profession and in yoga. Mm.
Wow. And you are
And
just exploring all different countries and different retreat center. It's so good
mhm.
to matlab see your journey. In Hindi
Okay.
our just
And
saying is जैसे घाट घाट का पानी पिए हुए हैं आप, so you have lots of experience of different, actually different kind of foundation and platform. That's so good.
Mhm.
So please share some experience if possible for you, the different, what is the
Yep, yep.
difference in the places and what is the different
Mhm.
about the retreats and our different cities and different countries. So, what is your experience about it?
Every countries and every places also, if I'm working different places also, I have a different experience. And the
Mm,
different experience means like, some places I teach that like a YTTC, and also that a lot of foreigners. And the many foreigners also came to our places. Not only that they are fresh, and they because that foreigners they have their own insight, means like that
exactly.
yoga practices, and we can say that like an input and they have. And also different places also have different experience, like some retreat centers also following different style. And like some people are doing like ashtanga vinyasa, and some
Mm,
people are doing like a hatha yoga and paka hatha yoga. And also some different other people also doing like some kind of the
A
therapy yoga.
different stream
Mm.
of
And
yoga, but
different
the
streams of
real
yoga.
the similarity is like the yoga is there,
Mhm.
and they have the
Mhm.
faith. They have the faith and the actually all the actually positive thinking about yoga. It's so good.
Mhm.
Actually, wow, that's so good.
Okay.
So
I
during,
also
please, huh, please.
had a certificate yoga course in TTC, and because that's also under the yoga lens, because just for the after the post graduation only in
That
2016,
you have
I
suggested like
just only
capsule,
that one. Yeah, just
caps,
capsule and only,
capsule
and
yoga.
that
Wow.
it's like because if they have the curiosity of yoga and they
Hmm.
can learn their self, means like after the one YTDC courses also, and after that they go and they are learning their self, means like how to take the sessions slowly and slowly. And I learned various aspects of yoga from my teachers and my own
Hmm.
experience. I already
Hmm.
mentioned that with the different
Exactly.
organization and different retreat centers. And also, I received two opportunity. I told you, and work in four countries. And
Hmm.
first, my visit in Malaysia, and Qatar, Russia, and Nigeria also.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow. It's so good.
Because that yoga is my passion. I consider yoga
Exactly.
my life and
Life.
attach it to my life and soul.
That's
And
why I
because
saying it's
that,
not yoga education. Yoga is like a fire.
mhm,
First it
yes,
ignited
sure.
and after it never actually dimmed. So it's like a
Mhm.
yoga fire, yoga passion only.
Sure, and because that yoga is mainly that fire and fire to our internal air, and it means to be healthy and dynamic and successful in my life in this
Exactly,
stage,
exactly.
and
That's why I'm
how we
also,
can.
I also want to ask about the challenges because during the starting journey, being as a first
Mhm,
batch or being as a first, all these first
mhm,
thinking and different segment you have worked on with yoga. So, what challenges
mhm.
do you feel during that journey?
Yes, of course, we have the. I also faced some challenges during my yoga sessions, especially when I was in the beginning time. The
Mm.
many people experience obstacles such as inconsistency, a lack of flexibility, and different people like age group, and also during the group sessions, and
Mm.
also we how we can handle, and everything is also just we learn from when we are in experience, and we cannot just like learn from the UG or PG course or
Mm.
even like a YTD course also.
Mm.
Mm.
Mm. Mm.
And
Exactly.
that a lot of some people have that lot of self doubt, and also overcoming this challenge of means like how we are doing better, means like how we are doing with less complaints. That's very important thing.
Wow.
And also that some it's like we during the time that overcoming this challenge often involves the patience and the self-compassion and
Mm,
adjusting our expectations, because that like sometime if we are starting that one session, and like sometimes that we have in our mind a lot of things in our mind what we want to take like that way, and sometimes that completely collapse. Okay. We cannot do the same thing like that. And
actually,
if we are talking to them, and also we are taking like a case history about their what is the
seriously,
problems
it's
for
so
them.
relatable,
Mhm.
bhaiya. It's so relatable. Every
Sure,
time
sure.
it is like a
Mhm.
starting journey. It's so relatable.
Mhm.
Wow. So
Then
what?
only that
Yeah, please.
then only that we understood how to we can perform that, and also that like a good classes
Hmm.
without any complaints and without, and means like they need to get like a some positive impact, and also
Hmm.
that's very important thing to that our uh, yeah,
So what do
guest.
you suggest, just say as a you are just perfect setup for your career. So what do you suggest to a newcomer, to a new yoga teacher, how they can start their journey and how they can go through it? Because in starting there is some confusion, some fears. So what do you suggest?
And that a lot of people have that like especially for the new teachers, and
Mm.
also for the new teachers who just completed, I already told you that like just their courses like a YTTC or a
Mm.
UG or PG, and even that if I am taking like interviews for the newcomers, and
Exactly.
if we are asking to them, and like even what is asana, they don't know just like what is that exactly.
Oh.
And sometimes that like that like even that PG course also done, and they don't know just like they cannot perform like that kind of thing. But
Oh.
sometimes they know about that what is the theoretical part, but sometimes they are a little bit confused, and
Hmm.
that's why just like a keep learning, and because the yoga is a lifelong journey, and the continuous
Hmm.
studying and basic philosophy, anatomy, physiology, and also the different styles, and deepen your understanding. That's also very important thing. And
Hmm.
also the teach from our experience. First, we need to experience ourselves, and that your personal practice or the self sadhana. That is very important thing actually when you are doing yourself, and learn like that way. Means like even example for that when you are teaching the same thing, like when you are doing that yourself sadhana, just give instruction to ourselves. That's also very
Hmm.
important thing. Like a clear
Great.
instructions to that's also better to learn, and that's also called that teach from the experience. And also another thing that like stay authentic, and
Hmm.
authentic means like a you don't need to be in a perfect
Hmm.
teacher in the
Hmm.
beginning, because
Hmm.
just like it cannot happen like that.
Hmm.
And be yourself, and your students will connect with yourself. Means like
Wow.
that's also very important thing. And then your means that's why that's a self sadhana is very important thing.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
also another thing like focus your students or the patients, and observing their needs and offering modifications like
Hmm.
means like every person also cannot do that like a sitting padmasana directly, and that's why just like some modifications also we can give. And also the create the safe zone, and also there means like a inclusive the space also that creates. And another one of the things, and develop the clear communication, the clear
Hmm.
communication with the guest or the student, and the precise, clear, and encouraging words helps students connect with their
Hmm.
guides. That's also
Hmm.
very important.
Exactly. It's so good. Yeah, but it's very, very much golden rules you have. Just so good to keep learning and just stay focused
Mhm.
and just accommodate with your patients because their comfort is so important. So they are
Sure, sure.
just exactly. So it's so good. And you also just teach me just different modules, how you introduce with different
Mhm.
modules to give their interest in yoga also because it's so
Sure. And
important to changing the modules
mhm.
and just
Oth-
look at
oth-
what do you suggest?
Otherwise, what happened means like that same module, and means like only that every day the same module, and they feel little bit bored, and also the trainers also feel a little bit
But
more.
you, what do
And
you suggest? Because yoga is like a game of consistency. Every time, matlab
mhm,
means abhyas, karat karat abhyas, jarmati hot
mhm,
sujan. But what do
mhm,
you suggest? Because the essence of yoga and the basic yoga postures are the same. So how you
mhm,
change your modules, and what do you suggest to a yoga student or yoga teacher, ki how they can change?
mhm,
Because the yoga, the some stretching, some
mhm.
asana is similar. So how you can
Yes.
change the module every time, every week? So if you
Uh,
can
that,
just
that
share.
that is that is very tricky question. Also, and that is
Mm.
came from through the experience only. Otherwise, cannot happen. Because just like
That's why I want to
after
just Mm,
after the after the PG or UG course, or that like a one course, and they are like a uh, just open. It's like they get it something from outside. And also in not I'm meaning just only that only asanas we cannot perform like that way. Not
okay.
only that asana, also that sometimes that we need to give the stretching, loosening, and Vishiddhikirana Vyayama, and also the strengthening practices because that uh, in front of us we have means like a lot of patients and like a back pain issue, and also not only that back pain issue, and also the connection diseases are there,
They are
and
connected,
like
connecting
connect,
something. Now the
no,
back
and
pain, the
that's
hypertension, the
mhm,
okay, okay, the
mhm,
diabetes and varicose veins. These are all
mhm.
connective
Uh,
sisters actually.
that, that's why just I told you. And if we are creating like a one module for the newcomers, that is cannot work. It's like a that's why just like a that is also taken from our mind only, and also from that our experience.
Wow,
Otherwise, cannot. And
exactly.
that's why just like experience is very important, and experience is the master of the any subject. If you are learning, and if you are in the in that subject, and
Mm,
automatically we are just thinking, and like a lot of researches also going on in our mind. And when
exactly.
that, and because that
Yes.
even that foreigners also, I already told you, they are coming not only the first time in India or in Kerala for the new course, because they are learned a lot of things like from the Western country and from the different places, not like Indian people. And that's why just a little bit difficulty to handle them. And some
Mm,
people are too aggressive, and some people are too stressed, anxiety, depression, and everything is also just in their mind. And sometimes that if the junior instructors also coming, and that they will change their trainers, and that's also happening like that way.
sometime, huh? It's
And
quite
because
natural.
that there is
That's
very
quite
natural,
natural.
and because
Wow.
that mind means like a different
So
that's why it's called
if
that.
you can share some incident or how you feel as a yoga, how you feel blessed as a yoga professional, if you can share a
Surely.
interesting incident about these things.
Mhm. And that I had that some incident, especially when I'm taking that yoga nidra session. I mean, it's like
Wow.
I already told you. And some people are more, stress, anxiety, depression, and
Hmm.
everything.
Hmm.
Some people are burnout also. And
Hmm.
if we are giving, and that yoga nidra also that we are modifying, not only the same thing from the Satyananda Saraswati, and
Hmm.
but the same procedure we are following, but sometimes that we are changing that affirmation, resolve, and some kind of visualizations also.
Wow.
If we are doing like that, and some people are completely emotionally, completely releasing that emotional level, and some
Wow.
people are crying and from ourselves, and means like from in front of us, means like they
Great.
are means like a very aged people, and but they are feeling little bit more crying and feeling like
Hmm.
that. That's also that we feel it like is something, and also some guests also have that more attached with that
Wow.
yogic way of going to that. That's also that very interesting experience, and also a lot of means like if they feel something comfortable, or that something peace from our side, and also just like if we are teaching, and that's also the great thing for us. It's like a something grateful, and something like a some blessing from that
Exactly, exactly,
gurus and from our
exactly.
lineages.
Wow.
That's the thing going on
Yeah,
right now.
wow, wow, wow. That's so good. So now we are just on the conclusion of session. It's so beautiful to have on our podcast. So what you conclude, how you
Mhm.
conclude the session? If you can share some golden rules, please share. It's so
Okay.
good.
And
It's
yeah.
like very
Uh,
interesting, very good.
Okay, and I would just like to remind everyone that yoga is a lifelong journey and not like a 1 or 2 days or 1 month or 2 months or 1 year. And the a lifelong journey of our self-discovering and not like a sudden experience and not just a physical practice. And it's about creating balance physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Whether you practice for flexibility, strength, stress release, or the spiritual growth, and let yoga support you in whatever way you need it. And
Wow,
stay patient and stay curious, and most importantly, enjoy the rhythm of the yoga
wow.
and the yogic system. Again, I'm telling all the listeners,
Please.
and yoga is not about achieving the perfect posture. And also, the beyond that, it's about connecting with ourselves in a meaningful way to live in this universe, happy and healthy. And that's
Wow,
the great things from the yoga. And also, I'm trying to discover ourselves and what is that reality and what is just going on in our life. And also be happy and be healthy in this our material life also.
wow, it's
And
so
have
good.
you?
It's so good to have
Thank
you,
you.
Bhaiya, on our podcast. I just
Okay.
requesting my just all the viewers, please, you can ask your any questions from Bhaiya. Just write down in the comment box. I'll connect with Bhaiya and he will answer. He will send the answers. And I also connect some
Sure.
social media handles of Naveen ji, so you can
Okay.
direct connect with
Sure.
them. Thank you so much,
Sure.
Naveen ji. Thank you,
Okay. Thank you. And
thank,
namaste. Have a
thank you,
great day.
thank you.
Okay.